What's up, guys? It's your girl Gabrielle Marie. Oh my gosh, yo, it's been a long time. So I've been going through some things, and I'm finally getting back to me, being myself. And what I'm doing today is actually explaining what I've been up to and what's been going on, and why I've been going for so long, and why I need it this year. I feel like it's been a year since I've been on here. A year, maybe two. But yeah, let me go ahead and share with you guys what I've been going through. Just a diary for myself, and just in case some of y'all may have gone through what I've gone through or are going through what I went through. There we go. So yeah, I got my notes here and we're gonna get straight into this video. All right. This, as you can see from the title, this video is mainly going to be about my experience with birth control. I first off want to give out a disclaimer. This is about to be a whole story and a half, but I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I don't know anything. Everything that I'm telling you is what I went through, and I advise you to do your research if you're thinking about the pill or thinking of getting off the pill. Knowledge, just do your research before you do it, and or when you're trying to get off. So that's my number one advice on that area. Definitely do your research. All right, so I'm gonna go through my list and kind of go through everything that's been going on these past few years. So first off, I want to start by saying it was not long that I was on birth control. I was on birth control maybe for 3 years. I'm saying not long because a lot of the videos that I've watched when I was trying to go ahead and get off of the pill, they were saying they was on it for like 15, 20 years. Baby, I could not. I was on it for 3 years, so it wasn't that long, but I started noticing changes in my body. And one good thing I would say about this experience was I'm able to learn from my body now, of how I feel in my mental as well as my physical. I'm more in tune with my body. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the beginning. So when I first got on, it was okay. I know a lot of people said they actually started as a teenager because their doctor preferred them birth control for their acne. So I've always dealt with acne. I mean, y'all see it if I have like 2 or 3 videos on the channel talking about it. But I've always dealt with acne. It doesn't even matter when it comes to eating healthy, water, all of that. I've been doing that, and it's changing a little bit now, but I kind of chalk it up to the environment at this point because I live down here in Louisiana, and y'all know these plants don't play. So that's basically what's been going on with my skin, because every time I leave Louisiana, my skin clears up. Like, it didn't really help my acne in any way. Like, I didn't see any change, any different. It didn't give me more acne. I didn't lessen it. None of that. That wasn't really my issue. Also, a lot of people get on it because, I'm talking about other than to not have a child. Other people get on it because of their cycle. That might be a little TMI, but because of their cycle. And it's super heavy and it hurts, so they prescribe them birth control. So I actually did suffer with my cycle. It wasn't excruciating, but I did not want to do nothing. Like, my mood was just in shambles. I didn't want to do nothing. Don't talk to me, don't breathe, don't look at me. Like, no, go over there if you want to do that. So that was my issue with that, but I would take that over how I was feeling during the process. But I'm gonna keep going so y'all know. So I'm on the pill, and then maybe a year or 2 years later, here's the thing. Y'all know, we already don't want to deal with the cycle we already got. Well, I was happy because we were going to a festival, and I was like, oh, that's perfect timing because my junk gonna stop by then. Y'all, it didn't. It kept going. So I'm like, we on a week and a day. I can't deal with this. Like, I was on it. Like, no, it don't ever go past this time period. So I called my doctor finally, and by the time I called her, because I waited a few days just in case. By the time I called her and was able to go in for a visit, my OBGYN, it was like a month. And it was just, and it wasn't heavy or anything. It was just constantly like I had to wear something. So I'm like aggravated at this point, and they're like, okay, we're gonna have to do an ultrasound to see and everything. So then I find out I had a fibroid. They told me that mine was so small, it was like a rice grain and a polyp. So that freaked me out. I did all my research and everything on it and talked to my doctor. And so what they preferred was to get me on a higher dose of estrogen. I think it's estrogen, birth control pill. So I'm like, okay, I guess, but I don't know, because I've already been feeling like everything that I'm dealing with is heightening. Like anxiety heightened to up here. Normally I'm right here. It was up here constantly all the time. I was always thinking negative thoughts. I was always thinking about my family or something happening. And it was just crazy. Like I'm already an anxious person, but it's not to the point where I don't want to do anything. I still want to live my life, but I felt like I couldn't at that time. So I was like, okay, we're going to see. So I talked to her about that and everything too. And she said, okay, well, we'll do this to see if it works. And if not, we'll go ahead and see if, you know, we need something else. So did that and it worked. But a year later, the same thing happened. And I realized it's always when I want to change my life. When I'm like, okay, I need to exercise. I need to eat better, because I just feel like I'm just swole all the time. I've never been this size in my life and I just don't like this. So every time I decide to go hard for like a week or so, that will happen again. I will start bleeding like continuously beyond the cycle. So that was my breaking point. That was the point I was like, look, what's the point? I'm about to look at how I can get off of it and the effects and other people's journey, which is what I should have done in the beginning before I got on it. That was my reasoning for getting off, because I felt like it was making me mentally exhausted to where I felt like I couldn't do anything. Like, okay, I want to lose weight, but I can't. I can't, because I went a whole month with exercising and eating well and nothing happened. Like I was just the same size and I was always feeling bloated. Like I didn't feel myself. I felt like a balloon constantly. And I'm like, why am I feeling this way? Like, why can't I just be a little bloated? No, I felt like the blueberry on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm like, why? What is going on here? I actually went to my doctor and she wasn't there. So I had another OBGYN. And y'all, I'm not even lying. I explained to her how I was feeling depressed, I was feeling unmotivated, I was feeling anxious all the time. And I really think it has something to do with the birth control pill, because that's the only difference. So I think I want to get off of it, but I was afraid to get off of it because I didn't know if I was gonna continuously be having the issue I was before, because I thought that's what stopped the bleeding from being irregular. So they were like, yeah, I would have suggested, I would think, yeah, no, it'll mess with something, it'll, you know, change things, and we don't want. So I was terrified, because I'm like, I don't want to deal with that, and I don't want to deal with me having fibroids and it growing and stuff like that, or getting more. So I explained that to her, and she looked up at me and she said, I've never heard of that before. I've never heard anybody being extra anxious or depressed on the pill or anything. So I think that's something else, but they have pills for depression. Y'all, so I'm a person, I'm not a reactive person. I will listen, marinate, and then respond. But by the time I finished marinating, I was in my car and I was just driving home like, she really dismissed me like that. Like I said, I was going through something. Like, what if I was a person who was really mentally going through it, like going through it heavy? I'm leaving you, you don't know what's happening next. Like, why would you say that? So I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna do the research on my own, be my own advocate, and look into it. So I researched through other people and their experiences, I'm not gonna say advice, because I didn't really ask for advice. I just wanted to hear other people's story so I can make a decision. I didn't want anyone to make that decision for me, which no one should make that decision for you. If it works for you, it works for you. But if it doesn't, just pay attention to your body. That's all this video is pretty much saying. Pay attention to your body, pay attention to your mental state, because your mental state is very, 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 very important. So if you feel like something's off, take a beat, like take a break and just try to figure it out. It could be multiple different things, because I realized it was that, but also, okay, with that, it was causing me to constantly feel a depression, to which I felt like I had to eat. And when I ate, it was like, oh my goodness, I'm getting bigger by the second, it felt like. So then it was like, okay, now I'm depressed again. Now I need to eat. Oh my gosh, I'm depressed about eating too much, so I'm eating again. Like, So it was just a lot. So mentally, I don't ever want to go through that struggle again. So another reason, well, another way I figured it out was I always had a negative attitude, which I thank my hubby so much for being like my rock, because I was like, I don't know how you dealt with it, because I probably couldn't even deal with me in that state. We went on a 2-week vacation in which I'll show you guys like what we did and all the things in another video probably. We went on a 2-week cruise, and I love vacation. Anytime I'm on vacation, I don't care about anything else. I'm on vacation and I'm having fun, and I'm gonna make fun even if it don't seem fun. And so when we was on that vacation, and when I tell you, I feel like I complained 80% of the time, and the other 20 it was I'm eating on the island. So it was like different experiences stressed me out, different places stressed me out. And so I'm like, why am I even feeling like this? Why am I even doing this? I'm doing too much. And I knew I was doing too much, but I couldn't stop it. I don't know, I can't really explain it, but looking back, I'm like, you know what, I really had a little stank attitude on that vacation. But it was a good time, and I will show you guys some of the things that we did do. We didn't vlog because I wasn't feeling my best self. Another thing was I had took another job, work from home job, but I can't even blame that on the pills, because I'm like really terrible when it comes to being yelled at for like no reason and stuff like that, because I was doing customer service and I would cry every day. I had to close the door. I couldn't even look in that room because it was like, it was just bad. I literally cried every day. Like, I'm not even lying to you. I cried every day. I would always be on the phone with my mom, like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh my God. Be talking to my husband, like, oh my God. And they would just like quit the job. And I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm so have to do. So I had to find another job or whatever. But that had to do kind of with, that was probably me, plus the pills probably just heightened it. Everything just seemed like war. Now that I told you what was going on and how I actually was in tune with my mental and my body and how I was feeling, I'm gonna tell you how I transitioned off. So I told you that I researched YouTube videos. Thank you, YouTube of knowledge, school. And I researched all these videos of females having the same issues that I was having or worse. Like some actually had liver issues. But I researched all of those. I talked to other people. Birth control has a lot to do with your hormone levels. So I didn't want to go through the whole, I'm about to break out all over the place, my hair is about to shed. But I was prepared to do that because I needed to get away. So I was like, if I gotta transition back with my hair, I am fine with that. If my skin breaks out, I'm gonna just be inside for a little bit, but I'm fine with that. But when I heard about the hormone imbalance and stuff, I was a little afraid of that. So what I did was I got Alani Nu. I'm gonna put a picture up here because I have it in the kitchen, but I was on Alani Nu before I got on birth control, and it helped me so much with feeling motivated, also with my skin. It didn't do miracles to my skin, but it did help kind of balance it. So it is a hormonal pill. I recommend that you do your research on it, you talk to your doctor about it, and see if that may be right for you. But that really helped me. Beforehand, so I was like, you know what? I was on a hormonal pill before I got on birth control, so how about I get on it again and then try to balance my hormones from getting off of the pill. So literally, I finished my pack, the whole 4 weeks of the pack, and then that next day, I started taking my Alani Nu back, and I haven't had any effects. Like I said, my skin is still the same. I'm breaking out now because of my cycle about to come in a few days. My hair, so that was the first thing I noticed with birth control. Y'all, my hair was dry. It was so brittle, like desert, straight desert. And I'm like, my hair didn't do this before. And so with it being dry like that, and I can't really figure out what to do. I'm putting all these products for moisture in it and it's not helping. I was just like, it was a chore to do my hair and I hated doing it. So I just like, okay. So I'm still on that journey right now, trying to get my hair back. But I'm pretty sure it's damaged like crazy right now. I have it under my little wig and it's a deep conditioning right now, but I gotta get on that. But I've also been, I don't know, I've been feeling motivated. It's been probably 3 or 4 months now since I've been off the pill and I've been on my Alani Nu pills. I've been feeling super motivated. I've been excited to get back on the camera. I've been working out, and so that's why I'm here, just to let you guys know, to be prepared for the journey that I'm about to take. So I'm already off the pill and like I said, doing my Alani Nu, and I've been exercising for, it's gonna be a month in like a week. And I've been trying to record my journey. It's been a little, I'm trying to get back to it, y'all. It's been a little struggle, but I've been trying to record what I've been doing, how I've been doing it, and just my journey so far. So like I said, it's probably been 3 weeks since I've been exercising, and I've lost 15 pounds so far. 15 pounds and counting until I get to my goal. And it shows that I'm gonna get to my goal at the end of the year, but you know, that's gonna be another video. But what I'm trying to do is, I just wanted to explain to you guys my new journey, what I'm about to take, and where I'm about to take this channel, because it's pretty much like I'm starting new, because it's been so long. It's been a year. I'm gonna use this channel as a journey for accountability and to just get back to being me and a better version of me. So that's basically why I came on here, just to explain what's been going on. And hopefully, you know, if you guys don't take anything from this video, just take that one thing. Listen to your body and listen to your mental. If it's screaming for help, please do something about it. Like, take a step back and really observe and think about what may be the cause. So that is it for this video. Like I said, I will be back, and I'm trying to do week by week or maybe every 2 weeks of showing you what I do, what I'm eating, the calorie deficiency, and the app that I'm using for it, and how I'm on this journey of losing weight and getting back to myself. So I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and I do have an update for you guys as far as my skin with my dark marks. It's been a journey, as you know. That's my pimples from my cycle coming on in a few. But yeah, I have a little shindig, I guess you could say. That's been working, but I'm trying to wait a few more months. Like, I've been on it for a month and a half, and I'm trying to see how it works. Not on it, but it's a skin routine that I've been doing. So like I said, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have any more advice as far as getting off the pill, or just learning more about birth control or books. So just help each other out in the comments down below, just in case somebody may be going through it and if they stumble on this video. So thank you guys for not unsubscribing to me. It's been a year, but I only have like 135 subscribers, but I don't care, because it's 135 that stayed even when I was gone for a year, and I love you. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.